Yeah. Hey, mate. Yeah. Is the sound on?
Squads are on. Squads, you're reading squads.
Yeah. Are we ready to go?
Go squad.
Let's go. Right. Welcome to tonight's fixture, bonfire night. We're expecting some fireworks. We've got Bridgeford, who are quite well cemented in 7th position at the moment. Only 3 points they are behind second place. With a win today, they could possibly go into that second place, leading into the weekend's fixture. So for Bridgeford, we've got George Sampson starting in goal. We've got Sanyo Campbell starting at right back. He has been playing left back this season, but he's transitioned to the right back because of player availability. And we've got Sam Adebayo. Excuse me, Sam. Sorry if I got your name wrong. We've got Luke Daybell, who's moved into a centre-back position. He's going to lead the team tonight as captain, and he's playing alongside Joe Cook. Josh Ratcliffe will be the defensive midfield player. Fantastic season so far from Josh Ratcliffe. He has been an absolute diamond in that midfield, and he's been a large reason for Bridgeford's fantastic form. And he plays alongside Shay Goff, who's back in the team after being absent last week, and Danny Garcia is also playing in the midfield. Lewis Heron's been shifted out to the left wing, and Brad Evans is playing the number 9 role. He's coming in, and there's been some weight on his shoulders to get some goals tonight, as Devontae Gibson is out with COVID symptoms apparently. So Devontae has 9 goals in his last 10 appearances, so a little bit of pressure on Brad's shoulders. CJ will be hoping he can deliver tonight. And then we have Scott Edishaw, who's moved out of centre back, and he's playing on the right wing. Very versatile player, Scott. He used to play on the right wing actually, but he moved into the centre back role. Absolutely flourished there. A string of clean sheets kept by West Bridgford. But Luke Daybell has stepped into the centre back position, and Scott Edishaw has gone to the right wing. For Calverton, we've got Adam Svitslinski in goal, Ryan McGuinness right back, Harry Keenan centre back alongside Louis, I'll butcher this one, Louis Trendovitz. We've got James Davis in the centre of the park by the looks of it, alongside Alistair West and Ryan McMillan. Then we've got Richard Harrison, Jonathan Scott, Josh Kirk, Kean Clarkson. Anyway, enough about the opposition. We're about to kick off here at Regatta Way on bonfire night. There seems to be some fireworks in the air. Got Sanyo sporting a bit of an afro tonight. I've not actually seen him with his hair stood up like that. I thought he was Jack Joseph from afar. A young Jack Joseph. Shout out to Jack Joseph, veteran of West Bridgford. CJ just making his way off the pitch casually. Player waits for him to make his way to the bench. Medikit in hand. Referee looks at both goalkeepers, checking they're ready, and the whistle blows. We're off. Number 8, defensive midfielder. Ball charged down straight away. That's a fantastic early challenge from Josh Ratcliffe, and that's exactly what I mean from him. His tenacity in that midfield. He's irreplaceable at the moment. That's a fantastic ball from Shea, but the right back has got in there well to get ahead of Sam, I think it was, and it's corner ball to West Bridgford very early on. Joe Cook making his way forward along with Luke Daybell. Sam Adebayo, got his name right that time, is making his way back along with Sanyo and Scott Edishaw at the back. Corner whipped in. It's a near post. It's won by a Reading player, and it's headed over the bar by the tall centre half at the back. It's another corner to West Bridgford. It's Lewis Heron on the corners. It's an interesting decision to put Lewis Heron on the corners. He has proved himself to be quite effective in the air. I'm not sure I'd sooner have him in the box, to be fair, but here he is on the corner. He's whipped it in, and perhaps he would be better served in the box. It's cleared away again for a West Bridgford throw. Lewis Heron with the throw, I believe. You'll have to watch me because quite difficult visibility from where I'm stood looking into that light. And Shea looks to run past his man. That's going to drop very dangerously, and I tell you what, Danny Garcia very nearly got his foot on that. Number 9 comes in deep and plays a very nice ball out wide, but I'm not quite sure what that was from their right-sided player, and it's no nonsense from San Adebayo. It's a Reading throw-in. Thrown in short. Picked up again. Here's Josh Ratcliffe on the break, and he's played a wonderful through ball. And I'll tell you what, that is well onside. The liner's only just caught up with me, so we wouldn't have seen it even if it was off. But it's Bradley Evans who's played a delightful ball into the box. Sanyo at the back post. Oh, what a ball in from Brad. It was a fantastic run. Sanyo on his left foot has just put it wide of the post. Could he have gone on his right foot, his favoured foot there? Wow, Josh Ratcliffe with that brilliant ball. Brad was definitely onside. I went bang on in line with that. He delivered a wonderful cross to the back post there. Sanyo arrived well, but he's just put the ball wide of the post. Sanyo not the kind to be fazed by an early miss though. Cool as you like. Cool as you like. Whether he scored 3 own goals or a hat-trick, he remains exactly the same. Bit of an injury here for the Reading number 11. It's a dodgy goal kick straight into the middle, and it's kneed on by Shea. The pressure applied again from Josh Ratcliffe, who's charging down their centre forward. Look at this press from Bridgeford, and it's an interesting kick, which has only found the feet of San Adebayo, who's jinked past his man. He's won the next challenge, but that would perhaps have been flagged if the liner was up with play. That looks like a goal kick to me. But he's given a corner. He's given a corner, and it's another corner from Bridgeford. Some fantastic early pressure. You can see that Reading are having absolutely no time on the ball when they're in possession. Lewis Heron corner again, plays short this time to Shea. Looks for the step. Great position for the cross here, and he's whipped in a delightful ball. Lewis Dable, I thought from this angle, was going to get on the end of that, but the keeper's calmly collected it. And Lewis Dable has to make the long jog back into his defensive line. That's a better kick from the goalkeeper. No one on the end of that, and it's gone straight through to George Sampson, who hasn't collected his hands. He's tried a little chest and a little pass there. You can tell he's a centre forward by trade. Out to Lewis Heron on the left hand side. Plays it back to Sam Adebayo. Plays it back to Lewis Heron, who's collected the ball and turned his man. Can't quite get away from him though, and it's a good challenge from there. Number 8, I believe it was, who reaches down to pull his socks up. Bridgeford ball. About halfway inside their own half on the far side, in front of Russell, the first team manager, who's here tonight showing his support. He'll certainly be looking to see who's standing out. Tell you what, there's a chance for a pass here. Oh, he hasn't played it. Sanyo was making a beautiful run, but he's chose for the easy option in Cookie, who's played the ball down the line for Sanyo to chase. Can he get on the end of that? It's a difficult ask, and he won't quite get on the end of it. But it was a decent effort from Joe Cook. Sanyo showed a burst of pace from right back getting forward there. Must be emphasised, that energy to get up from right back onto their byline. Absolutely love that, and here he is jogging back. Well done, Sanyo. I was saying about Russ from the first team being down today. There has been much better cohesion between the first team and the seconds and the thirds of late. Aaron Jenkins has been leading the way on that, and he quite often sends a group of his players down to train with the first team to get some experience at the higher level, to get that higher standard of training, and to create some unity between the 3 clubs. 3 teams, I should say. Shea plays the ball into the middle. It's beautifully picked up from Danny Garcia, who lays it off to Lewis Heron, who strikes with his left. He had space to move into, but opted to shoot on the left foot. It just shows the confidence of Lewis Heron, who is the second top scorer for West Bridgford at the moment, with 5 goals from 8 appearances, which is pretty good considering he's played all of those appearances from the centre of midfield. He's got 1 assist to add to that as well. But Devontae Gibson leading the way, 9 goals from 10 appearances, 5 assists to go along with that. He is absent tonight. Sickness. So better kick from the goalkeeper that time. It's well met from Josh Ratcliffe, who is about 6 inches shorter than that lad, but he's won the header against him. And Sanyo collects the ball, moves it into a lovely plays for Brad. He's turned. He's kept hold of the ball well, I should say. Josh Ratcliffe picks it up on the right hand side. It's a lovely burst from Sanyo. It's asking for a first time cross. He's slipped as he's crossed it, but he has won a corner for his side. Great movement again from Sanyo. He's offering a real threat down this right hand side. Good forward play again from Bradley Evans. And as ever, Josh Ratcliffe affecting the game in a forward position, winning the initial header and then setting up Sanyo for the next chance. Shea whips the ball in. That was Lewis Heron this time challenging his man, and he made him work for his header. He absolutely flattened him. He got a face full of dirt, and Sanyo's lost out there. There's absolutely no way that's free kick, but Shea's getting back well to cover. He's run across him, and there was a bit of nothing there. I don't know, referee, about that, to be fair. He ran across him, bought the foul. It's a very generous free kick. I mean, Shea's done well to work back, but I thought he was unlucky to give away the free kick there. Reading number 11 with the free kick, just inside his own half, whips it in. It's a terrible ball, but it needed dealing with, as their number 7 was steaming onto it there. Sanyo plays a little ball to Shea. Shea plays another ball to Sanyo. It's asked a lot of him though, and it's bread and butter. It's bread and butter for a left back like that number 17 there. You saw the white in his eyes as he threw himself into that challenge. There's a big shout out today as well from Shred. Shred is the lad, he was CJ's friend initially. It's his first season coming down to the club. No, his second season coming down to the club, but he helps out CJ with all of the media aspects. So what you're seeing on the pictures tonight, that is all filmed by Shred in his drone. You've got his company as well, which is Roof to, I don't know, you'll have to check out the link in the description and it'll have the link to his company, but he does a brilliant job. Brilliant job for West Bridgford. So shout out to Shred. What have we got here then? Back to the game. Not sure. Looks like a free kick. Free kick in Queen's Park Rangers half. Number 4. There's only one place this is going, look. Lumps it forward, but it's another absolutely terrible ball. It's not very well cleared though, when number 17 picks it up. Plays it back to number 4 under a bit of pressure. That's actually a better ball than his free kick. Needs dealing with, it has been dealt with. Headed away, Lewis Heron comes and collects, plays it into the feet of Josh Ratcliffe, who sends the ball out wide on the overlap for Sam Adabio, I believe, who's looked to jink it past his man, but either he's overestimated his own pace or underestimated the opposition's pace, but there was no chance he was getting to that in fairness. Collected by the goalkeeper. Who launches the ball again. I tell you what, our back line is going to have to be wary of that long ball, and their striker might just get him behind here. We're absolutely going to have to be picking those headers up, because if one thing that goalkeeper can do, he can kick it out his hands. His kicking off the floor has been atrocious, but that kick out his hands was fantastic. Laid back off from Brad, sent out wide again from Josh Ratcliffe. Danny Garcia whips it out wide. Oh, he's asking a little bit too much of Lewis Heron there. He's overplayed it, and it's gone out for a QPR throw-in. Got some good support down on the sideline for Bridgeford tonight. There's a few in the stands. I'd almost say we're at capacity tonight. Humped away. Collected by Lewis Daybell. Luke Daybell. Lewis Daybell? Don't even know who that is. Luke Daybell plays it to Joe Cook. Look how high our right back is tonight. Sanyo. Have we even switched to a 3 at the back? I'm not 100% sure. I believe we might have done. Because Sanyo's away here again on the right hand side. Oh, it's just, that's too much for him. I'm not sure who played the ball initially. I believe it was Shea Goff. I'm just going to query with the player what formation we're playing. Sanyo, are we 3-5-2? No. What formation are we? He says he don't know either. Well, there we are. There's Sanyo for you. He don't even know what he's doing, but he does it well. Knocked into Brad. Was it Brad? No, it wasn't Brad. It was Danny Garcia, sorry. Like I say, very difficult to see looking into these lights. Just looks like a blur of red and black when we're on the ball. This is Luke Daybell though. I'm pretty... It's not even, is it? It's Shea. No, who is it? I don't know. Luke Daybell, played out wide. Oh, sloppy. Sloppy. QPR throw, halfway into the Bridgeford half. Taking the time over it. It's launched in. What a bullet throw that is. It had to be dealt with. My word, that was like an arrow flying into the box there. Again, another weapon that they might use to try and get a goal here. If they are going to score at the moment, it is looking like a set piece or one of these enormous goal kicks. So corner ball to Reading. On the far side. It's going to be a right-footed outswinger. Clips the ball in. Well dealt with there, headed away. I think it was Scott Edishaw. Shea! He's had a go, but this is a chance for Bridgeford to counter. Shea releases the ball that's well onside. They're claiming for offside, but he's run past his man. There's 4 coming into the attack here. There's 2 in the box. I'm just going to let the picture speak for itself there. Real chance for Bridgeford to counter. Goal kick. Let's see what he's like off the floor. I'm pretty sure from what I've seen so far, he tends to not be quite as good off the floor as he's at his hands. I take it back. That's a fantastic goal kick, and he's won the flick on as well. Their striker is through. Joe Cook, what a tackle. He managed to get a foot on the ball, but that was dangerous. And it's picked up by Lewis Heron. It's another chance for Bridgeford to move forward. Looks for the overlap of Sam, who plays the ball into the box, but that's easily dealt with by their number 17. Plays that way. Lewis Heron picks it up again. Sam's an option again on that left-hand side. Bit of a bobble on the pitch there. It's taken under by Sam. Can he get the cross in? No. It's another Bridgeford corner, which Lewis Heron is going to take again. Just admiring Six's ponytail there. Beautiful ponytail. Can't let him score. Can't let someone score with a ponytail, surely. Only Ibra is allowed a ponytail. And there's only one Ibra. Lewis Heron with the corner on the far side. Whips it in. Yeah, striker's back there. Number 9 challenging Joe Cook and wins the header. Shea plays the ball to the back stick. It's well dealt with by their number 8. And here's Ibrahimovic wannabe. Lays it back. It's clipped down the line. I had to flinch there. I thought I was going to get one in the face, but it's gone out for a Bridgeford throw on this near side. Just on the halfway line. Launched down the line. Bradley Evans going to be challenging it. He's done well to make anything of that against 17, who's about 3 times his size. Scott Edishaw can't quite bring that down. It goes out for a Reading throw-in. A unit of a left back. Launches it forward. Scott Edishaw challenged in the air. Wins the header. Hey up. Ooh, got to watch the headphones. I think this might be their long throw who did the little bullet throw earlier. Woo, sends that one high into the sky. Into the bonfire night sky. Josh Ratcliffe there again to win the header. Lewis Heron challenges. Brought down well. Josh Ratcliffe on his back, but it's played back to this number 17. Left back who's played the ball inside. Shea's just miscontrolled that and it's run past him. But he's challenging back. Appeals for a free kick to Reading. Played out wide to their number 11. The man with the long throw. But it's nicked off him again by Josh Ratcliffe. Plays it out wide to Scott Edishaw. Long switch ball. It is onside, but the ball's not quite found its target. Good movement again from Brad. Right idea from Scott Edishaw. Big kick up the field. Sam's got to deal with that. He does deal with it, and it's gone out for a Queen's Park Rangers throw. Just back to the conversation that I was mentioning earlier, I'm almost certain we are playing a 4-3-3, and it is just Sanyo absolutely piling forward at the moment. That's a ball into the channel, which Brad will willingly chase. Has he got the legs? He holds the ball up beautifully. He's gone for a little cross ball. It's all a bit of nothing. You'd have perhaps backed him to even try and take on his man there. It was good movement initially to get into the channel. Long kick. That one's a bit sliced by. Look at that leap from Sanyo. Not sure he was anywhere near the ball, but it was a great leap. Here's the Queen's Park Rangers number 11. whips the ball in. I tell you what! And that is Calverton Minors Welfare taking the lead. They were really queuing up, to be fair. They're 9. It spared his blushes, to be fair, because he really should have made some sort of connection with the ball. But it went all the way through to their number 7, I believe it was. I perhaps need to confirm that on the drone afterwards, but I think it was their number 7 who just found the target there. It was a good low finish. Nothing George Sampson can do about that. It's found the bottom corner. Let's just ask the liner. Was that number 7 who scored? It was their number 7. And he goes by the name of Ryan McMillan. Shout out to Ryan McMillan. What a chance this is for Bridgeford. This is the byline score. It's hit the post. My word, I didn't actually see. I was too busy looking at the team sheet. I didn't see who played the ball. I look up and Scott Edishaw is in on the right hand side. Perhaps needed to come across the face of goal, but he's got decent connection on it. It's at the outside of the frame of the goal and gone out for a throw. Great response from Bridgeford. Looked like a bit of a free kick, yeah. Ibrahimovic draws the free kick from Scott Edishaw. Bridgeford just need to get their foot on the game a little bit more. Maybe start playing the ball around a bit. If there's one thing this team are a threat, this Calverton team. It is Calverton we're playing, by the way. We aren't actually playing Reading. If there is one threat from Calverton, it is definitely the set pieces and getting balls into the box. D's just arrived. He is Bridgeford's top goal scorer, as we mentioned earlier. He's obviously recovered from his COVID symptoms. Oh my God, it's an absolutely terrific free kick for Bridgeford. His Scott Edishaw beats his man. Could have gone down for the free kick if he wanted. Plays it into the midfield. Here's Shay Goff. Collects in the centre, turns on it. He's got options available to him. He went for the wonder ball a little bit. It's maybe an easier pass on there, but never mind. Long ball over the top. Something for 9 to chase. Joe Cook's covered that really, really well. Not blessed with plays, Joe Cook, but his reading of the game is absolutely terrific. Here's Ryan Stewart just jogging past me, warming up by the looks of it. Ryan Stewart made his way up from the second team. From the third team. Started off there under Callum Lawson. Put in some fantastic performances at right back. Moved up to the second team, as it should be. At the moment, there are a few other candidates, I would say, in the third team. Callum Lawson's not here tonight. He's celebrating in Berlin for his birthday. But I'm sure he'll be watching this stream, so Callum's done a fantastic job. He's done a brilliant job so far of trying to keep the thirds going. At one stage, it did look like it might have to fold due to the lack of players, but he persisted with getting the best out of his players, and at the moment, they are starting to put in some good performances, even if results haven't necessarily been going their own way. That was a corner that's headed over the bar by a Bridgeford defender. Again, Bridgeford do look susceptible to these set pieces, I have to say. And by the look of the size of some of them, I mean, they've got one of their biggest lads here stood at the back, number 4. Not sure what he's not doing for, but that is a dangerous ball. George Sampson's got a left fist to it. Absolutely needed to as well. And how's he been allowed to go through that many men? Has the lino flagged? Yes, he has, thank God. Or thank goodness, in case there's any Christians in the crowd who don't like blasphemy. Quick look at Shred to see if that's the right word, but you don't know either. Kick from George Sampson, long into the bonfire night sky. Good flick on from number 9. He is an aerial threat there. Oh, it's an interesting tackle. It's actually a fantastic tackle there. I believe it was Josh Ratcliffe. Difficult to see from this far side. Adebayo loses it. Is he giving that to Reading? I'm not sure what the line. He has given it to Reading. I'm not sure what the liner's doing with this flag, to be fair. No, surely not. No, it is a Bridgeford throw. Lino just using his flag like a sparkler tonight. Just waving it around willy-nilly. Drawing pictures or something, I'm not sure. Plays it back. George Sampson. Joe Cook collects it at centre-back. Calm as you like. He can find a ball. Finds the pass through to Joe. That took a massive bobble before it got to him, to be fair. It's laid off from Bradley, who's come back deep to link up the play there beautifully. I do like that from a centre forward. When you're not getting the joy on the shoulder of the last man, you just come short and give their defenders something to think about, dropping into that space. Here we are. Danny Cole! Whoo! I tell you what, if he hadn't cut that, Scott Edishaw was in there from the angle I was stood at. It looked as though he was. That's a great tackle from Shagoff. No nonsense. Perhaps could have brought it down there, Lewis. No, stop calling him Lewis James. Luke Daybell. He's the captain of the club, man. Get his name right. Luke Daybell. That could be a terrific ball, but it's well read by their number 11. Brad heads it up into the air. It's challenged by their number 8, who wins it. Shagoff in the midfield. Plays it out wide to Sanyo. Let's get this ball moving a bit quicker, Bridgeford. It's another ball launched over the top, and that has found its mark. Scott Edishaw. It's being supported by Danny Garcia, but he's chose to go alone to the byline. Whips across into the near post. Brad Evans on the... Oh! Couldn't quite get it at his feet. It bounced up to him. It was a difficult one to get connection on. Again, another chance for Bridgeford. Coming down this right-hand side, Shea playing in Scott Edishaw, who whipped in across. Danny Garcia plays it into Shea again. He'll be looking for that same run of Scott. This time goes out to the left-hand side. Danny Garcia collects it into his feet. Oh, it's neat footwork, to be fair. And he's played a lovely little clip ball. The Linos flag has gone up, luckily. Oh, it's a cheeky little finish, to be fair to him. That was a lovely little ball through, though. We'll have to have a look again on the drone to see if he was offside, but there is no complaints from the opposition. Last time I didn't hear it. Just a slight technical fault. The headphones decided to turn themselves off, but we're back on, and Sanyo's on his left foot. Has a drive at goal. The block made. Lewis Heron. Woo! Flick forward. Josh Ratcliffe picks up. Shea wins the ball, and he's drawn the foul. And Bridgeford have a free kick just inside their own half. Tell you what, I'm just looking at this match programme here, and it's Josh Ratcliffe as the player profile. Josh Ratcliffe, it must have been at Movember or something, because he's sporting some sort of goatee, which I'm not a big fan of. I'm a big fan of his play, but definitely not that facial hair. Number 11 on the far side, brilliantly cut out by Lewis Daybell. I swear, if I call him Lewis Daybell one more time, Luke Daybell. 8, flick to the back stick, well read. Picked up in the midfield there by Josh Ratcliffe. Oh, it's a neat touch from there, number 11, but it was under instant pressure. Sanyo recovers the ball. Ratcliffe into Shea. Referee could have played with play on, to be fair, but he's brought it back for a free kick. No, Bridgeford tried to play the quick free kick, but the ref's having none of it. He was talking to the players. I've actually just received a message from Callum Lawson, having mentioned him earlier. He's just put, "Are you there? Are you there?" I'm here. I'm here. Get yourself on the stream, Callum Lawson. Little clip balling over the top. Dealt with by their number 4. Number 17 at the back has clipped the ball into the stanchion. And the next one comes in. The referee wants a hold and play. Not sure why. The whistle blows. Bit of confusion in the air, but we're off again. Sanyo inside to Josh Ratcliffe. Little ball through into Lewis Heron. Ball bounces up on his first touch. Their number 4 comes away with it. Has played it into their number 9. Oh, it's a neat little turn from their number 4. Plays it into their number 9. Looks for the switch of play, but it's only found Sam Adebayo. Plays it into Josh Ratcliffe. This is better. This is what we want to see from Bridgeford. Just getting the ball down a little more. Stop looking for these long balls over the top. Just play in front of them. Here's Josh Ratcliffe. Plays it to Shea. That's it. Let's just keep the ball for a little bit, Bridgeford. Shea. He's had a crack from the edge of the area. Brad was running onto it there. Almost got a connection with it. The shot itself didn't really get the connection he liked, but Brad almost got onto it, and I'm sure Shea would have claimed it as a fantastic pass. Long goal kick from the keeper, allowed to bounce, but Sam has dealt with it well. Little 1-2 played there. Sam has it again on the left hand side. Clips it into the middle. Brad can't quite bring that one under. There's just a bit of desperation in Bridgeford's play. I'm not a big fan of playing these 50-50 percentage balls against these big centre-backs. I'd rather they just keep the ball on the floor a bit more. Be a bit more patient in their build-up play. They've got the quality. They've got the surface. They're against an opposition who hasn't even got a win in the league yet. And they're just playing into their hands a little bit with these long balls. Throwing on the far side. Lump forward. Met by Luke Daybell. See, we usually call him Tabs, so actually by calling him Luke Daybell, it's just a foreign name to me. I don't really want to call him Tabs on the stream. I feel it a bit unfair. Joe Cook. Meaty header from Joe Cook. Link up play from Brad. Lays it off. Come on now, Bridgeford. Make the pass count. Lays it to Josh Ratcliffe. Into Brad. Links the play again. They've lost the ball again. Just sloppy from Bridgeford, to be honest with you. There are a few jeers coming from the home fans at the moment from this near side. Every time they do lose the possession. Brad collects the ball in the midfield. Bradley Evans into Shea. There's a ball on. Let's get that ball moving faster, lads. Yes, good. Sanyo, play the ball. Play it. No, you're giving it straight away there, Sanyo. I mean, are they short? Is it the late night kickoff? Is it getting to the time where they're all wanting to be tucked up in bed? That's a rash challenge from Shea. Maybe a bit of frustration creeping in there. Can't fault his heart, but he's never really winning that ball, and it's an easy free kick. And another one that Bridgeford are going to have to defend here. Their number 17 is forward. Half an hour into this game. 1-0 to the opposition, Calverton. On the balance of play, they are quite fortunate to be in the lead. But Bridgeford have been creators of their own downfall at the moment. It's a yellow card! The referee's given a yellow card to Shea. Wow. I mean, it was a rash challenge, yes, but at this level you don't expect the yellow card to come out. It was low, it wasn't particularly dangerous. If the referee's going to give yellow cards for that, he's going to have to be careful for the rest of the game. Particularly the longer it stays at 1-0 and frustration does creep in. Whipped in, it's a dangerous ball, but it's met well at the near post from Josh Ratcliffe. They can't keep it in. Just patient Bridgeford. No need to try and knock the spots off him or the stripes. Josh Ratcliffe keeps hold of the ball well. Lewis Heron inside to Danny Garcia, plays it to Shea. Looks for that switch ball to Scott. Sanyo on the overlap, or underlap I should say. Scott Edishaw cuts inside, he's onto his left foot. There's a chance to shoot here on his weaker foot. He's cut back in, he's lost the ball in the end. Josh Ratcliffe picks it up on the edge, plays it to Shea. Keep that ball moving, let's sustain some pressure. Carries it forward. He has a strike, but it's well blocked by two Reading players there, number 8 and the Ibrahimovic wannabe. Josh Ratcliffe cuts the ball out, keeps the attack alive. There's a run in the out from Scott Edishaw. He might get on the end of this, but then number 17 clears away into the fans, into the home supporters. I thought that Jack Morgan was going to head that one back in, but he might have got injured in the process, so he decided against it. Played across, that's a Bridgeford ball. Now let's get the ball moving then. Look at Josh Ratcliffe, acres of space in the middle. Shea probably will find him with this pass. He has Sam Adebayo making an overlap. He needs to be screaming. Lewis Heron looks for the... No, was it Lewis? Lewis looked for the difficult... Oh, neat little play from Scott to keep possession away from number 9, who just says, what? I didn't even want it anyway. Didn't even want it, mate. Well met by number 5. Number 7 picks it up without any real pressure on him. Lewis Heron had come inside into a centre forward role there. Playing in a slightly different position for him on the left side of midfield. Left side of the attack. George Sampson plays it out. Luke Daybell, aka Tabs, comes forward. Plays it inside. Josh Ratcliffe, everything going through him at the moment. He's everywhere. Shea Goff, out wide to Sanyo. Plays it to Scott. Tries to beat his man on the halfway line, but 11's having none of it, and it's a Bridgeford throw. Shea shows in the middle, collects it on his chest. Oh, he's actually just been nutmegged there by their number 11. And Sanyo's given away another foul, maybe out of frustration. He had to get back, to be fair, because 11 was breaking through the midfield line. Perhaps it was a free kick that needed to be given away. Again, Bridgeford just need to get on the ball, move the ball as they do in training, as they have done so far this season. At the moment, as I've said, just playing into Calverton's hands a little bit. Number 11 slips as he takes this free kick. There's been some woeful free kicks tonight from the away team. Their number 2 collects. It's a loose touch, but it is played out wide, and that's a better touch and a neat little turn, but it's into nobody. Cleared away, and a nice little nudge in the back from Danny Garcia. There might be an overlap chance for Scott Edishaw here. How's this touch? The touch isn't bad. It's beautiful little, and then number 11 slips. Scott on his left foot. Oh! I have to give massive credit to their number 17 who got to put his body on the line there. It was beautiful work from Scott Edishaw, who did a neat little kind of Ronaldo-esque flick inside to sit there number 11 on his backside. But as he shaped to shoot on his left foot, he got the shot away. But their number 17 with a fantastic block. Got a pat on the head from a few of their players as well. Whipped in. Lewis Heron. Brad challenges their number 17, but he's there again and he's gone down in the box. Not quite sure what's happened there, but Lewis Heron's got it on this far side again. Whipped into a dangerous area. Their number 8 collects on the edge and drills it away. That should be collected calmly by Sanyo. He may look to play this back to the goalkeeper. Does. Good with his feet, George. Shows it there. And here we go. Can they build from the back here? Here's Sam. Slightly out of position now, but he steams forward with the ball. Cuts inside on his left foot. Doesn't want to lose it there, and he draws the free kick. It'd be interesting to get the manager's thoughts at half time, to see what he thinks of this so far. Queen's Park Rangers just eating up the clock a bit here, to be fair to them. They want to get into half time with a 1-0 lead, and that will be a brilliant first half for them. Bridgeford would love a goal before half time, and they've got 10 minutes to do so. Ball just flicks up there from Danny Garcia. It looked like it hit a hand from here, but no appeals. Played into Scott Edishaw's feet. Collects the ball, looked to beat some man. Whips in an early cross. Goalkeeper's dealt with it. It was Josh Ratcliffe looking to get on the end of it. It was a nice ball, if not just a little too close to the goalkeeper. And that's a long kick away again. It's collected, but Danny Garcia picks it up. Ibrahimovic in the midfield. It's their number 8 who looks to spread the play out to the right hand side. They have managed to pick it up. Sam Adebayo does his job there brilliantly, and he comes forward from the left side position. That's a great ball into Bradley Evans, who brings Lewis Heron into the game. Lewis Heron into the centre midfield, finds Shay Goff. Ooh. Yep, draws a foul from their number 8. In a dangerous position. Good play on the left hand side there from Sam Adebayo. Shay Goff standing over this free kick. Might look to just dink this into the far post. Scott Edishaw's there, but so is that colossal number 17. Lewis Heron in there as well. Just dinked into the back post. Lovely ball. Lewis Heron so nearly got on the end of that as well. Scott Edishaw, maybe a little too much on that ball, but Bradley Evans, they've given a free kick against Bradley Evans there. Perhaps pulling on his arm or something. But more vital seconds eaten away for Calverton, and they'll be delighted with this half so far. They really will. Goal kicked Calverton here. Beautiful surface here at Regatta Way. Absolutely fantastic facilities. It's a good kick off the floor. 2 players going in for the ball there. Joe Cook probably shouted the loudest, and to be fair, it was wise to get out of his way there. Josh Ratcliffe collects the ball, looks for a shot. It's hit the back side of Danny Garcia. collected by their number 9, who's played an interesting through ball. Split their defence, and I'll tell you what, their 17 has been charged down there by Danny Garcia. He lays it off to Shea. He looks for the ball in behind. He's played the ball in behind. He found Brad on the edge. The lino, as he flagged, I'm not sure. Again, it's another lino with a sparkler. He sort of half held his flag up there, but it looks as though Brad was onside, just couldn't collect the ball in. Allowed to bring the ball down there on the far side, but the ball over the top has found nobody. Luke Daybell returns it back up the field, but it's gone out for a throw-in on the far side to Queen's Park Rangers. Who have we got on the bench tonight? What options will be available to CJ tonight? Let's have a look. We have Ryan Stewart, as mentioned before. He was doing a little warm-up, but seems to have stopped that for now. Perhaps someone was nursing a little injury. Jerome Tomlinson. Fantastic striker, Jerome. Absolute. He reminds me of Lukaku for Chelsea. He has such a burst of pace, power, and he knows where the back of the net is as well. Josh Price as well, who played in the thirds for the last game. Played very well. He's certainly got pace, and he's definitely a threat on the right wing. Ryan Duncan Brown also played in the thirds in their last fixture and put in a terrific performance at left back. And then we've got Islam Kinda on the bench as well, who I've not actually seen play. I've seen him in training one time. Oh, Scott Edishaw nicked the ball off their number 17. He's recovered well. Oh my word, and he's given a goal kick in the end. Does Scott realise that that was a fantastic chance? He nicked the ball off 17, who was caught dwelling on it, and then 17 returned the favour and nicked it back off Scott. Their goalkeeper takes time over this goal kick. We're going to need the likes of Joe Cook and Luke Daybell to win these headers, because their number 9 is proven to be a threat in the air. Lump forward. Joe Cook leads, Joe Cook heads. And I'll tell you what, he's set Scott Edishaw away here, but then number 17's mopped up well, and he's put in a meaty challenge, which looked pretty fair. It's nice link-up play there from... And it's found 11, who... Ooh, was that a free kick? No, it's a throw into West Bridgford. Just going to come over here to George, who was the assistant to Jazz Sidhu last year, just to get his thoughts on the first half. George.
Well, I think the first half, I think Bridgeford have played into the hands of Calverton at the moment. Really, is me.
Yeah, you keep talking.
But yeah, I think Bridgeford have played into their hands. Could have had a few goals, but yeah, needs to be better from West Bridgeford.
Yeah, and I'll do it for mine. Well done, George. Thank you very much. Gave me a chance to have a slurp of coffee. Then number 11 on the edge of the area here. Sanyo's done well to recover the ball. Shea in a deep position helps out his defensive line. Sanyo on the right hand side, plays it to Scott Edishaw. Back to Sanyo. Back into Shea. Out it goes to Luke Daybell. Centre back. Got space to move into here. Clips the ball over the top. That is one for... Is that Sam on the far side to chase? Yes it is, and from the left back, that's a decent cross! And it found Danny Garcia, but he didn't quite get enough on the header. A glancing header, glanced it too much, delivered back in well. Lewis Heron. Can they sustain this pressure? Played on the edge, Shea Goff. Loses it to their number 4 on the edge of the area, and there was 2 decent crosses into the box there. Come on, Bridgeford. Let's nick a goal before half time. Sanyo on this right hand side. Plays it back inside. Danny Garcia slips. Sam Adebayo picks it up. Space to move into for him. It was a great run forward before. Holds up. Here's Josh Ratcliffe. Picks it up in the centre. Brings Shea into the game. Keep it ticking, the shout from Jack Morgan on the sideline, and I absolutely agree with him. Keep the ball moving. Scott moves into his left foot. He's peeled away Danny Garcia, but his touch is a little bit loose, and it gives their defender the chance to snuff the ball out. Sam Adabio coming forward again. Finds Scott Edishaw. Sanyo on the overlap looks a delightful option there. But once again, Bridgeford just a little bit sloppy with the ball at the feet. Maybe signs of frustration, desperation, I'm not quite sure. But they certainly need to get in at half time and have a bit of it. Whoa, he's missed the ball, number 17. Anna Sanyo fires it in, but it's well blocked by their number 5. Their number 17 has been a hero in some instances. Ooh, tell you what, that didn't miss by too much. I heard a shout of goal from the sideline, but I think that was being a bit optimistic. My word, Sanyo is in again now. I tell you what, at this back stick, we have had some real chances. If you cast your mind back to the start of the game where Sanyo slid in from a Bradley Evans cross, that was a chance straight away. Here's Jerome. He's come over to say hello. Jerome, what do you think of the first half so far, mate?
Best I'll not say.
Is this a game for you to come into?
Hat-trick.
Yes, that's what I like. Fighting talk from Jerome. I'm sure there's space for him. Hat-trick, he says. Absolutely love that. It's a lovely little ball through. And I tell you what, Josh Ratcliffe's got it! He's in the post! And it's bounced back off the keeper! Was it Josh Ratcliffe? I might be doing him a disservice. I don't think it is. No, it's Danny Garcia, sorry. Oh! Off the inside of the post. And then it came back and it hit the keeper. Oh, come on, Bridgeford. My word. Not quite sure how that one stayed out in the end. Must only be minutes until the whistle blows for half time. Scott Edishaw on this near side leaves it for Josh Ratcliffe to throw. Josh Ratcliffe, for the size of him, has a decent throw on him, you know. Here he is to launch it in from this near side. Brad's in the middle. Joe Cook's joined the attack now. Lewis Evans round the back. They are throwing men forward. It's gone into the air a little bit. It's kind of slipped out his hand. Joe Cook actually collects it there. Pressure applied. Picked up. Oh, he's given a free kick away, Joe Cook. He didn't fancy running back if they countered. Little did he know that actually Bridgeford have retained possession. But he has made his way back. And I tell you what, Bridgeford are a bit overloaded at the back here. And he's not got anything on it there, number 10. It's gone all the way through to George Sampson in goal. Referee has a look at his watch. George Sampson puts the ball on the floor. Pumps one forward, but that's easily dealt with by their centre-back. Scott Edishaw nicks the ball away. Played inside from Josh Ratcliffe. Picked up from Danny Garcia. Hit the post just moments earlier. Who have we got here? That looks like Lewis Heron into Danny Garcia's feet. Plays it. Frustrating watch some of this build-up play. We know we can string more than the sort of 4 or 5 passes that we are only managed to accumulate. Let's get the ball moved around more, Bridgeford. Come on. They're going to tire as well. Shea inside to Josh Ratcliffe. Danny Garcia peels away. Looks for the little dink ball in. Again, it's all a bit hopeful from Bridgeford. And that is the half-time whistle. And Bridgeford find themselves 1-0 down. If I'm going to describe that performance in one word, it's going to be disappointing. Anyway, we'll see you after the break. Get some commercials. And we'll reconvene when the second half begins. Perhaps some changes will come in from Aaron Jenkins at half time. He's on, Trev. We're live, baby. We're live. Hold on. I just put the headphones on the wrong way, so that would have been no good, would it? That would have been no good, George, would it? So, second 45 about to get underway. I would love to know what CJ, aka Aaron Jenkins, says to his lads at half time. In fact, I might just pull someone over to try and get a bit of the info. Josh Price, just come here one sec, mate.
Why is it always a full name thing with you?
Hey?
Why is it always a full name thing with you?
Because we've got a few Joshes. Josh Price, he says, why is it always a full name thing with me? I don't want to confuse him. I want to give him his moment of glory and not think it's Josh Raven or somebody. Or Josh Ratcliffe. Josh Price, what was said at half time by the manager? You were in there.
Just not good enough. Not good enough. Need to start passing it around a bit more rather than rushing it and going for the long balls. Long balls are where we're losing it. We're good enough to keep it between us and just sort of reset, reshuffle and go again. No need to force it. Defensively, it's not been too bad apart from obviously the mistakes from and then not going to the whistle. But
was there any substitutions made?
No.
Any tactical changes or anything?
No, not really.
So as we are.
As we are.
Thanks for that, Josh. Appreciate that. Hopefully we'll see you on there soon. Pretty much what we were saying throughout the first half then. Less of the long ball, a bit more patient in the build-up play. Launch down the line, headed away from Reading. Sam with the throw on this near side. Referee wants to hold the play. Ah, there's a change been made. Look at that. Sanyo comes off. Who have we got? Ryan Stewart comes on. Brad Evans comes off. Jerome Tomlinson comes on. Hat trick, he said. Hat trick. They're the changes that have been made. I'm going to try and grab a word with a few of the lads that have come off in a moment. Play back to George Sampson. Out wide to Joe Cook. Takes the ball at centre back. He's lost out there though. But the ball has ricocheted and there's Ryan Stewart's first touch at right back. Joe Cook plays the ball into Lewis Herron's feet, who switched to the right hand side by the looks of it. Yeah. So Lewis Herron switched over to the right hand side, over the far side, and Scott Ellishaw has come over to the left hand side. If I'm going to guess into what CJ's thinking is behind that, Scott Edishaw's had a lot of opportunities to cut on side, but he's always been cutting onto his left foot. He has got a strong left foot, but his stronger foot is his right foot. So if he does get the opportunity to cut inside on his right, which he may get the opportunity straight away here, there's an overlap from Sam, who whips the ball in, but that's going to be one that the keeper picks up and it's bounced and hit him in his face. Bounced up, slapped him in his face. But he dived and pounced on the ball and he does have it in his hands now. And it's another one of his lump goal kicks up forward, who Joe Cook has met fantastically in the air. But there, number 7 wins the ball. He's gone for a shot. Woo! It was actually less dangerous than it looked for a moment there. I thought that might be catching George Sampson off his line. George given away there in the midfield. Ibrahimovic picks it up and that's a little bit sloppy from Bridgeford. If you were hoping that they were going to come out firing, they've looked a little bit sloppy already, I'm not going to lie. And Shea slips over there again in the midfield. A few of them been slipping on the surface tonight. It's played out wide here. Lewis Herron on the far side. Cuts inside and beats his man. Plays it inside to... I'd be lying if I said if I knew who it was. Number 12. Lewis, can't remember. It was Ryan Stewart, wasn't it? Of course it was. Just come on. Scott Edishaw plays it into the midfield. Here's Josh Ratcliffe. There's a chance to shoot it. It's opened up for him. He has taken a shot. Arms were going in the air there, maybe for claims for offside, I'm not sure. Josh plays it out wide. Here's Lewis Herron, whips the ball into a dangerous area. Flicked on by Shea. Claims and appeals for a corner and the referee is given a goal kick. Yeah. We'll take his word for it. Both teams appealing. Gave it to the defending side. Fair call. Goalkeeper places the ball down. He's very casual, this goalkeeper, isn't he? Absolutely. You could never get him to rush about doing anything. I love it. But they are defending a 1-0 lead, so you can kind of see why. Shea wins the ball in the air. Sandwich between two players there, number 9 there, Josh Ratcliffe and Shea Goff. Ooh, smashed by their number 17 against Lewis Terran, and it's a throw into Queen's Park Rangers on the far side. Here's Devonte, he's doing lino duties now.
Gotta do your part, mate, do you know what I mean?
Gotta do your part, you see. Top assists, top goal scorers, part-time lino. Absolutely love it.
Drive it.
Luke Daybell plays it out wide to Sam Adebayo, who looks for the ball through, and it's found a nice run of Danny Garcia. The lino's put his flag up. Chris Gray's shaking his head. He doesn't think so. He certainly doesn't think so. He's saying it was 2 yards onside. Chris Gray, not this kind of guy. Very honest bloke. Now, goalkeeper, you just got to be a little bit wary when there's these kind of set pieces, if you want to even call it that. Luke Daybell challenges well. Josh Ratcliffe picks it up. Here's Sam Adebayo on this near side now. Turns and plays it back to Luke Daybell. Nice and calm. There is a high press here from the opposition though. Look how high they are. They don't look like a team that are bottom of the league defending a 1-0 lead. Absolutely not. Every man is marked. But they have left some gaps there, and Lewis Herron's found them and picked it up. He's found the run of number 19, remind me. Hold on, let me just have a think here. Where's that team sheet? It's a struggle to see here from the far side into these lights, like I've already mentioned.
Who are you looking for? I'll zoom in.
Number 19, I think it was. No, we haven't even got a number 19 playing. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it, mate. He's having a moment. We'll never know. We'll catch it on the drone footage after. Either way, it's a West Bridgford corner. And it's whipped in. It's not the best delivery, but oh my God, how's that got bounced past him? Not quite sure. Not 100% sure what that fella was doing. He didn't know whether to head it or kick it, and in the end he did neither. And there is the opportunity for a long ball, but it's been cut out by Shea Goff. Collects it on his right foot, brings it forward, just across the halfway line, plays it out wide. Lewis Herron, I believe, is on the ball out there. Plays it into Josh Ratcliffe, neat little 1-2. Number 9. That is a 19. It's definitely a 19. So that is Danny Garcia. Danny Garcia has been 19 all along, and I've not noticed. Scott cuts inside, slide tackle from the Reading right winger. Eddie Shaw still has it, plays it out wide to Ryan Stewart. Looks to pass it round his man, but it's cut out and it's gone out for a throw-in on the far side. Launches it down the line, appeals for a free kick, the referee's given it, and I'm not sure if Jerome's managed to get a touch of the ball yet. He's not the kind of player that's necessarily going to link the play, but you give him half a chance to turn and run at someone and he will do it. Goalkeeper taking the time over this goal kick. Just looks a little bit flat from Bridgeford. Manager CJ on the sideline trying to get his players going, but doesn't seem to be too much urgency in West Bridgeford's play at the moment. And that goal kick is interesting. I think the keeper had a long hard look at the ground there, but there's no wrong with the turf, mate. Thrown back into the right back position. Joe Cook picks it up, chance to spread it out wide. Luke Taylor plays it out wide to Sam, but that's asked a lot of him. To be fair to him, he's got it. It's difficult to control, and that is going to allow. Where's that ball gone? £6. See you later. That's ended up on the A52. Back to Luke Daybell. Reserve ball comes in. Out wide to Joe Cook. Played inside. Picked up by Lewis Herron. It looks as though he's coming to centre midfield role now. I'm still not 100% sure what changes have and haven't been made here. I'm still not 100% sure who number 19 is. Can you zoom in on number 19, Shred?
In a minute I can.
I need to know who it is, and he's not on the team sheet. Oh, little overlap! Number 19, the mystery man, is on the ball. Lays it back. Jerome Tomlinson was on the end of it.
Is it Danny?
It is Danny, I believe. It is Danny. It is Danny. He's been here all along. Ibrahimovic plays the ball, picked up by Luke Daybell. See, this is the kind of passing I believe that Bridgeford needs to continue doing. Just a little bit higher up the pitch. Keep working that ball. Make the ball do the work. At the moment, they seem to be getting it in good areas and then playing balls that are a little too difficult. I think that was the chat from the manager as well. Smell of fireworks in the air, but at the moment, the only fireworks that are going on are coming from CJ's mouth, who can't be delighted with what he's seeing at the moment. But ever the optimist, he will keep the faith in his players. It's a corner ball to Bridgeford. Who's coming over to take it? It's Lewis Herron again. Coming over to take it. Shea's looking for a short option. What's he doing? Change of balls there. 2 balls on the pitch. What's going on? Plays it short. To Shea. Plays it back to Lewis Herron, who cuts inside. Drills it across to the far post. It had the power of a shot rather than a cross, and it was perhaps asking a little too much of Joe Cook, who was leaping at the back post. He makes his way back briskly into the defensive position. Good shape from Bridgeford. You've got to say, defensively they haven't given them a lot. There was just that goal where we were all at sea a little bit, but apart from that, they've really not done a lot, Queen's Park Rangers. And Bridgeford on another day might have scored 3 or 4 in this game. They're looking at me as if to say, if I was on. Launch down the line. Referee don't like it. He's asked for it to come back. He moved too far up the pitch. Second chance, throws it in again. Into Jerome Tomlinson. Watch this. Watch him hold off these players. Woo! Shot charged down, and in the end, it's gone through to the goalkeeper. The casual goalkeeper. We love him. Boom! Booted into the evening sky. It's good challenging there from Ryan Stewart, but he's not managed to win the ball, and now he's out of position. And the referee's blown, and the skipper, Luke Daybell's gone down clutching his face. I didn't quite see what happened, but I think their 9 might have thrown himself into him. It looks like a yellow card might have been brandished. The referee has got his arm in the air, but I'm not sure if there's a card in the hand. No, I don't think there is. Luke Daybell, not the time to go down. Not the time to go down unless he has been seriously hurt, and I think he's been caught in the face there. He might have a shiner to take home to the missus. But he really doesn't need, he needs to now step up and really get this team going again. It is going to need a few leaders on the pitch now to step up. We're looking at the Ratcliffes, we're looking at the Herons, we're looking at the Daybells, we're looking at the Cookies. Ball in, finds Tomlinson. Can't quite make it stick, difficult one to bring down. Collected by Lewis Daybell. Doesn't seem too affected by the early injury. Picked up by Garcia, into Scott Edishaw. Plays it across to Josh Ratcliffe. Touch just pops up there and it's a loose pass. I'll tell you what, that might be the first ball he's given away. I'll tell you what, oh my gosh, George Sampson, that is a brilliant slide tackle, Manuel Neuer. Tell you what, he had to make that because we were in a right pickle there. Josh Ratcliffe perhaps giving the first pass away of the night. And it could have led to Reading finding a second goal there. Bit risky there from Luke Daybell, but he knew what he was doing. And it's thumped into that long position. It's looking for a run there. Jerome Tomlinson in the middle. He bounced over his head. All of a sudden, it took a massive bounce off the turf and bounced over the head of Jerome, which takes some doing. Ratcliffe wins it. It's headed it into nobody there, and Sam's lost out there. Ball, George Sampson should collect that. Does collect that. Rolls it out to the feet. Come on now, Bridgeford. Luke Daybell looks for that long ball, and A, it's offside, B, there's a player down in the middle of the pitch here for Queen's Park Rangers. If the instruction from CJ at half time was let's not rush it and let's just be a bit more patient on the ball, get it passed around, cut out the long balls, I'm not 100% sure the team are following that instruction through. And the longer this game goes on, the more desperate it's going to start to get. However, you do feel if Bridgeford do find a goal, it could have potentially unlocked the floodgates. Bridgeford have quite often this season so far scored goals late on in games. They were 2-0 down in one game against Calverton Minors Welfare, I believe it was, to come back to draw 2-2, 3-0 down in another game who I forget the opposition, but they came back to draw that game 3-3. So certainly plenty of fight in them. Good fitness levels. Aaron Jenkins does promote fitness to be one of the key attributes that every player who plays for his side needs to have. Play back from Joe Cook into Luke Daybell. Back to George Sampson, who probably will look to play this out to Sam. Opts not to, and instead looks for the ball forward. He's found nobody, and then number 6 has picked it up. And that's a handball from Luke Daybell, and it's been given, and this is in a really, really dangerous area. If they've got a free kick taker, number 7 looks to be the guy who's running over with it. There seems to be a bit of contention amongst the Reading players about who's going to take it, and they're all appealing to the manager. I think one of the lads has got his hands over his heart saying please, please, please. Still pointing himself, still unhappy that it's number 7 who's put the ball on the spot. And I tell you what, could you ask for a better position for a free kick? Probably not. There's 3 men in the wall. No, is there 4 men? 3 men in the wall. 4 men in the wall. It's 7 who hits it. It's low and hard, but George Sampson's dealt with it well. Chance to counter. Thrown out from George Sampson to Scott Ellishaw, who's under immediate pressure, and he's turned away from his man, but you have to give credit here to Calverton. They aren't just sitting back and containing it, they are putting the high press on, and Bridgeford is struggling a bit to get out, but here's a chance now for Ryan Stewart to run forward. He looks for the overlap, but it's not found anyone, and it's dealt with easily by the Queen's Park Rangers centre half. It's gone out for a throw-in on the far side, in an attacking area. I'm just going to pass over to Chris Gray now, who's hovering around, and just get his thoughts on the game. Chris, what have you made of the game so far? Difficult for Bridgeford so far tonight.
Yeah, you can't even hear yourself speak, can you? Yeah, I'd have to say that Calverton have really impressed, considering they're bottom of the league and haven't really got many points to show for it. I've been very impressed with their efforts this evening. West Bridgford have looked better this second half, but you must say that Calverton have got decent shape. Don't look like a team that have conceded 31 goals. And West Bridgford are finding it hard to break them down. I think the subs have been good substitutions, but Jerome's just struggling to get hold of the ball at the moment. Could maybe do to make a few more runs. And I think West Bridgford could get a bit wider when they've got the ball. It's a little bit narrow, a little bit forced, but things are looking good in the last 10 minutes. So hopefully West Bridgford can nick a draw, if not a win at this rate. But still plenty of time to go. So I'll give you back to Bealey. And I'll hand you back. Here he is.
Chris Gray, thank you very much. And there's a chance for Jerome, and he's found the back of the net. The linesman flag stays down. The referee's blown his whistle about something, I'm not sure what. Is it a goal?
What's going on? Is it a goal? Yeah, he grabbed the ball, so Jerome pushed him out of the way.
Okay, there was just a bit of a commotion, but Jerome, he said a hat-trick. I'm going to say it nice and loud to remind him. He said a hat-trick. He places the ball on the spot. He's got one. Who got the assist there, George? Lewis Heron with the assist. Dinks it over. And Jerome, cool as you like, finds it past his goalkeeper. There is time in this game for Bridgeford to get the win here. Hopefully that will kickstart Aaron Jenkins' men.
58 minutes on the clock.
Clip forward, a bit of a hopeful ball from Reading, and Bridgeford. That will get their pecker up. George plays it into the feet of Sam. Sam Adebayo, space to move into here. Turns back, plays it back to George. That's it, Bridgeford. Absolutely no need to rush. Plenty of time left on the clock. Out wide to Joe Cook. Thumps that ball into the middle. What a ball that is. And Jerome's taking it brilliantly. Links up with Lewis Heron again. He's made it through on the man. Oh, what a slide tackle. He was so nearly in again. Linked up with Lewis Heron. Steam through. But great recovery tackle from the Reading centre half. And cleared away. Bridgeford looking about it now, and their number 10 gives the ball away and just turns away in frustration. Shea in the middle of the park plays a little 1-2. That's it, Bridgeford moving the ball around a bit quicker, and To be honest, Josh Ratcliffe, that is a horrendous pass. I've been saying you don't give the ball away, and you've done it twice in this half, and you've just been skimmed. Get back! Oh, that's a little clip ball through, but George Sampson will deal with that. But you have to rewind a minute. Just remember that slide tackle challenge as George Sampson came out, because that would have been a real chance for them to make it 2-0. But now Bridgeford are firmly back in this game. Shea looks for the ball over the top. A little dink ball to find Lewis Heron, but their goalkeeper comes out and collects. Do not want to revert to that, to be fair. Keeper thumps it long. Joe Cook looking to collect at centre back. Does collect. Plays it forward into... Not sure. It's a slide tackle coming from behind there. Absolutely ripped his man. And I'll tell you what, if Shays was a yellow card in the first half, I would say that should be a yellow card as well. Are we going to see consistency from the referee? No.
Are we going to see a yellow card?
He's shouting the physio on. I'm not sure who it is that's actually down here. Well, the physio's in no rush to get on. Here he is, here he comes. Who is our physio? I don't even know who it is. But on he comes.
Not Stacey, is it?
He would fall on the far side of the pitch, wouldn't he? Make him run all that way. Might be Stacey, he's right. Stacey Sampson, George's dad. And the yellow card is brandished to their number 17. Rightly so, to be fair. He's come right through the back of him there. He's actually caused an injury to the player. I'm still not 100% sure who's down. Let's just have a look who's up. And that might help me figure it out. Who's down, Sam? Who's down on the floor? You don't know either. Lewis Heron's down on the floor, injured. Still down.
Are you going to put out in the highlight reel this week, Sam, or what? Are you going to get out for the highlight reel this week? Come on, man.
Nah, today I'm just doing my job.
Is that what it is?
Maybe if I'm feeling a bit cheeky.
Opportunity for some of the Bridgeford players to grab a drink.
That's how we win games.
Or my little dribble in the first half when I was on the right.
Sam asking for his dribble on the right hand side before he was brought down in the first half to be put on the highlight reel. I think he's being a bit ambitious there. He didn't even make it past the halfway line.
How many minutes played have you got?
I've been given dual roles as timekeeper as well now, and I make it about 20 to 25 into the second half. He's asking me to ask the ref, but he's about 100 yards away on the far side of the pitch. Over the noise of these fireworks, I'm not sure I can make myself heard. When he gets a bit closer, I'll ask him. Launched in by Shea Goff. Dealt with at the near post, but not the most convincing of headers, but unchallenged in the second instance. Number 4 lays it back. There, number 17 has just picked up a yellow, humps it forward. And it's Sam who deals with it, but their number 6, Ibrahimovic wannabes, picked it up, lays it into the midfield, turns, gives it away to Danny, plays it back from Shea to Josh Ratcliffe, back to Cookie, Cookie out wide to Ryan Stewart, Stewart back to Cookie, Cookie inside, nice little ball there to Josh Ratcliffe. I love the way that Cookie thumps those balls into the centre of the pitch. He keeps people honest with their touch, but if they can bring it under, it gives them a real chance to create something from that initial defensive pass. 1-2 from Scotty. Played into Sam, who's managed to hold off his man. There's a few bodies in front of me, but I believe it's a West Bridgford throw on this near side. Launched down the line, gives one for Jerome Tomlinson to chase into the channel. Appeals for a corner, and the referee gives a goal kick. Goalkeeper, no more urgency now, it's at 1-1. Lumps it forward, Sam picks it up. Sam Adaber, back to Shea. Shea plays it into Scott, gets it back, plays it into Danny, gives it to Scott again. Flying tackle from Ibrahimovic. Sam has it on this left side, just inside the opposition half. Little clip ball into the channel. Finds Jerome, who thinks he's been pulled down there. Did he just fall over? Slip. Just a little slip. Joe Cook wins it, but that's going to run out for a Reading throw-in on this near side, right in front of the commentator. Taking the time. One more change for West Bridgford to potentially make. Can't see any signs of anyone warming up just yet. The options are going to be Josh Price. And let me consult my team sheet. Ryan Duncan-Brown and Islam. They're the options. They're number 2 to launch it in from right back. Little ball round the corner, finds their number 6, but is caught out by Luke Daybell on the chest of Josh Ratcliffe. It's a crunching tackle on Jerome there, but the ball has fell to Lewis Heron, who finds the slide rule pass. The linesman's got his flag in the air. Woo! I want to watch that one again. The referee's still not stopped play because the linesman's put his flag down. Interesting. Back into Lewis Heron. I think him in the centre midfield just gives Bridgeford that little bit more creativity. He's already got the assist for the goal, and that was another delicious ball through. Here's Sam Adebayo on this far side. That's a lovely whip ball in. He's dug that out well. And at the back post, their defender was actually unchallenged. And he was quite a short defender, so... Oh no, it was their number 17. He's massive. He just looked short from this far away. George, ooh, neat little flick over. How's the touch from Cookie? Not the best. Gives the Reading centre forward chance to charge him down. Josh Ratcliffe manages to clear up the mess. The ref's blown his whistle. I'm not 100% sure what for. Was it handball? Who knows? Anyway, into Shea in the midfield. Looks for the ball into Scott Eddie Shaw's feet. His touch is a little bit loose. Gives them a chance to recover, but its end is still with Scott. Lays it back. Sam. Scott. In the middle to Josh Ratcliffe. Oh, that's a neat little turn. That's a neat little turn. Leaves their number 16 for dead. Gives it one of those looks of, yeah, I didn't want it anyway. Josh lays it off to Danny Garcia. Plays a nice little 1-2 there. He's in a great position here. Finds the cross. Jerome was running across. Gave the defender something to deal with. He thought he had a free header, but probably heard Jerome thundering in behind him and had to deal with it. It's gone out for a goal kick, so Jerome must have got the header on it. George Henson's showing he's still got it. Lumps the ball in. Beautiful Techers. Assistant liner as well tonight. Assistant liner. Assistant liner, absolutely love it. Is that the referee playing that ball? The referee showing he's still got a touch. You don't like the ball. He's kicked it back. You don't like that one, George. Referee sent it back. I don't know whether he didn't like the ball or just didn't like the pass. Do it again, son. Try again. He knows it's size 5, that's all he knows. Beautiful fireworks in the background I can see, by the way. Red and green lighting up the sky over there. Fantastic scenario. Is the stage set for a late Bridgeford winner here?
I've actually got fireworks in the camera as well.
Fireworks in the camera as well. I mean, nothing, no holes barred here from Shred. Just delivers. The guy delivers. I mentioned him earlier in the programme, and oh my god, he is a club legend already. He's only been here a year and a half. Charge down. High press from Sam, I believe it was. You have to forgive me, we've got about half our team on the pitch who aren't even supposed to be on there at the moment, so a bit difficult viewing. Picked up by Shea on the edge of the area, into Lewis Heron's feet. Neat little play to get it on his left. Here's Danny Garcia. There's a chance to shoot here. He does shoot. He might have found that bottom corner, but the keeper's got down well to his left-hand side, turned it round the post. You have to say the position in the keeper was decent because he was almost already there as Danny Garcia telescoped his shot ever so slightly. Telegraphed, I should say. Telegraphed his shot. And Shea with the corner on the far side. Left foot in swinger. Jerome will be a threat from this. Lewis Heron will be a threat from this. Joe Cook will be a threat from this. There was Joe Cook coming onto it, but it's just taken off his head. By their number 6, Ibrahimovic, I believe. But it's well recovered in the corner there by Luke Daybell, who's going so forward, he's nipped it through his legs. Oh, but in the end just ran it out of play. Now we'll need to get back.
Because we're not even.
It just goes.
Yeah, but it's good spotting because we're not losing points really, are we?
Once again, the headphones just turn themselves off. They do that from time to time. But I hear a little in my ear, so I just go to Shred, and he fixes it. Ball on forward here. Joe Cook, he has to deal with this, and he does deal with it well actually. Flicks it over his head. Josh Ratcliffe lays it back to George Sampson. There's options forward here, some men running off the ball. Shea wins the ball. Scott Edishaw collects it on this near side. Looks for the ball into the middle, but it's only found the feet of Ibrahimovic. He plays it into the number 10 nicely and receives the ball back in a dangerous area. Somehow it's ended up in a slide tackle from him, but not quite sure I lost there. Maybe a loose touch. But Lewis Heron looks for the ball through the middle. Oof. Once again cut out, but Jerome Tomlinson would have been onto that in a flash. And it's nipped forward. Luke Daybell collects in the midfield. 10's half given that up. Plays it into the middle. Josh plays it forward again. Here's Shea. Neat feet. There's brought down there. Referee will have that. And it's a free kick to West Bridgford just inside the opposition half. They've played it quickly. Josh Ratcliffe picks it up. Carries it forward. Lays it off to Lewis Heron. Out wide. This is better from Bridgeford. Just a bit more patient. Scott Elishaw cuts him to his inside. Finds Josh Ratcliffe on the edge. Goes for goal. The keeper saved it. It looked to me as though he actually picked that up and put that down and then picked it up again. He'll claim that he just stopped it with his hands. I don't think he's not fooling me. Might be fooling the ref, but he's not fooling me. Oh, neat little header from Joe Cook, who just flicks it onto his goalkeeper and collects the ball back. Watch this, punches the ball into midfield every time. Oh, no, hello, he's playing for the ball over the top. What a ball that could be. Jerome's got the pace to get away from number 4. It's on his weak foot, the right. Has that gone for a goal kick? Very difficult to see from here. Oh, is he? Ah, I've just been told that Jerome is actually right-footed, and I've only played with him for 1.5 seasons, and I didn't even know. Must be so good with both. He must be so good with both. Well, anyway, I'm not sure how it's gone for a goal kick then, if it's his stronger foot. What's he playing at? Played round the corner from Lewis. There, number 7 comes and cuts it out. I'm sure that hit the stanchion, it did. I thought play was continuing for a sec then. Hold on a minute, it's not indoor farther side. Throwing on the far side, into the midfield. Shea Goff, I can always tell it's him because he's playing with sleeves underneath. White sleeves. He's let one go, and their keeper had to be honest. I thought that was going to be a Massimo Taibbi, might sneak through his legs, but not with this keeper. He's been pretty solid, to be fair to him. He's had good hands, his kicking's been decent. And there's another big kick into number 10, who doesn't even really challenge for it. And Sam's able to get onto it, and Bridgeford are just coming forward and forward. Look for a ball over the top. What a little reverse ball that is. Ah, the flag's gone up on the far side. Not sure, it's a lovely little reverse ball from Josh Ratcliffe though, and we're kind of caught between playing these through balls and being patient. It's not sure. Oh, there's going to be a change here for Bridgeford, and it's Danny Garcia who comes off. Josh Price makes his way onto the field. Number 15. Huh? Ah, John. George has just said Josh Price, John Joe Shelby. Oh my goodness. Unbelievable. As long as he doesn't do a typical sending off like John Joe usually does in these games when he comes on. Oh, big slide tackle. Just stops the break there because that could have been dangerous if he hadn't put a foot in there. Calverton are starting to tire, but they're staying honest. You have to give them that. They are staying honest. They're staying disciplined. They're putting in the tackles, and they're making Bridgeford work if they are going to get a winner here. Thrown back in to Lewis Heron. Plays the ball out. Josh Ratcliffe picks it up, spreads the play out to Ryan Stewart, who cuts inside. Finds Josh Ratcliffe in the middle again. Stays on his feet. Just well, actually. Oh, it's just slightly over here. Josh was looking to get onto it. I've been told off by Josh Price for calling people by their first and second name, aka Josh Price, but as a commentator, you can't just be saying Josh, and here's Josh. Nor am I a head teacher and call people by their second names. Long kick from the goalkeeper over the halfway line. Met by Josh Ratcliffe. Josh Price picks it up. Lays it back. Neat little football there. And here's Ryan Stewart. Runs away with it. But he's lost out and it's well recovered in there from Lewis Heron. Joe Cook screams to get it out wide to Sam. But he's opted to play it into Jerome's feet instead. Who's taken the ball under quite well actually. And he's played it out wide to Ryan Stewart, who's come forward from right back. Opportunity to cross here. Gets the cross, it's a low one, but the goalkeeper's collected it. The goalkeeper waves his men forward. By my watch, I make it just over 10 minutes to go. Don't let that bounce there. And somehow, nothing given by the referee, but he ended up on his backside. Clipped in. Here's Scott. That's a lovely little touch at his feet. Plays it inside. Here's Lewis Heron, but that's good midfield play. Good tracking. Number 10. Collects it. Plays it inside. Bit of time and space here to move into. And he's looked for the return ball. There's no way that's offside. George Sampson comes and collects well. Very, very well. Shea plays it out wide to Sam. There is still a threat from the opposition. And they certainly don't look like a team that are bottom of the league. Assistant linesman kept his flag down, and rightly so in my opinion. Not back to Lewis Heron, whose loose touch has let number 10 steal it there, and that is a wayward cross. Some effing and blinding going on from the opposition here. Shea collects the ball, plays it back to Josh. Josh into number 7, Lewis Heron, who's turned on the ball nicely. He's got a bit of space to move into. Plays it out wide to Josh Price. Here's his first chance to have a run at goal. There we go. He's burst past his man. Laces one in. And Josh Price has scored. John Joe.
I told you,
John Joe smashes it in after bursting past his man. The keeper got a hand to it, but the shot had too much venom in it. And it's gone through the goalkeeper. Fantastic stuff from Josh Price. What an impact he's had. And Bridgeford have turned this game around. It's now 2-1 to them. Fantastic stuff. Honestly, as soon as he picked that ball up, he just had one thing in mind. Burst past your man and drill this ball at goal. He did both impeccably. And the goalkeeper was left asking, oh, yeah. Knocked out a play from there, number 2. I'm not sure if he was trying to hit our substitutes on the sideline there. Not 100% sure, but either way, it's our throw-in and we'll take that all day. Charged in from Ibrahimovic. Josh Ratcliffe collects it, plays it back to George Sampson. Game management now. Still, Calverton are trying the high press, which you have to give them credit for that, and it's forced George Sampson to play his goal kick out to touch. Concentration levels here from Bridgeford have to be high. Last game here, home at Regatta, they were Bridgeford were actually leading 2-0 and gave away a 2-goal lead, so they will know. Hopefully they have learnt from that lesson and can hold on to this lead here. Throw on the far side for Reading. Josh Price doing his defensive duties, plays the ball into Jerome Tomlinson, who promised me a hat-trick, has one of those goals. Lewis Heron breaks forward, loads of options here, and that's a lovely little through ball to find Scott Edishaw on his weaker foot, left foot, drills it across but finds nobody. And that clearance was iffy. Then number 6 picks it up, he looks for the ball over the top. Luke Daybell has to deal with that, does, and Josh Ratcliffe picks it up in plenty of space in the midfield, plays it to Shea. You can see the opposition starting to tire a little bit. They're much less tight now, sitting off when we turn the ball over. And that will give Bridgeford opportunities in this match. You can see them scoring again. And I believe it will take another goal to settle the nerves of the manager. Jerome Tomlinson holds the ball up, but he's lost out there. Not made too many appearances of late. Perhaps sharpness. He will always grab your goal. With the pace and the power and the finishing, he will always grab your goal. But it does take a bit more game time just to get that sharpness and that touch. Goalkeeper has it in his hands. There's only one way he is going. Boom! Up it goes. Sam's going to win it. Lets it bounce. Their number 6 is in, but George Sampson's going to pick that up and does what any sensible keeper would do and wastes a little bit of time. Makes their number 10 do a little bit of running. Hey, not today, mate. Not today, mate. Rolls it out right in front of his nose. 10 don't even acknowledge it. He's been done there. Scott looks for a ball over the top. Gives Sam something to chase. It's well read in the end by their number 4. Who slide tackle volleys it out for a throw in for Bridgeford on this near side. Deep into the opposition territory. So throw in on the near side. Sam's going to take. He showed great energy actually tonight. First 90 minutes I've seen from Sam. Ooh, shot across the face of the goal from Lewis Herron. Worth an effort, but the goalkeeper deals with that one. Bridgeford will need to get back into position because this ball's testing the back line again. Joe Cook on the end of this one. Calmly plays it into the centre of midfield. Picked up by Lewis Herron. Their number 9 challengers. Clip forward again and their goalkeeper will pick this up again. And I imagine it will come flying high over the halfway line once again. Here it comes. Pew! Like a rocket. Oh, what a jumping kung fu sliding challenge that was. Bit of Bruce Lee about that tackle. Interception. And that's a lovely little clip ball forward. The liner's got his flag up and I can see from here that he's ran past him. The referee's allowed him to play on. What was that all about? I saw a frantic waving of a flag from the opposition lino. He then retreated and put his sparkler down. The referee allowed play on. The ball came into the area. And an absolute sitter was missed in the end from... Was it Shea? I think it was Shea getting onto it in the end and a goal kick's been given. What a calamity. Even the ref took one look at the liner and went, come on mate. At least give ones that are even close. And he quickly put his flag, he sheepishly put his flag down again. Interesting. Little through ball here. Jerome wins the ball back for his side. He's gone out wide to the right hand side. Here's Josh Price. Lays it back. Hasn't quite found anyone. It's cleared away and their number 14 picks it up. Shea. 360 on the ball. Little pirouette. Out to Joe Cook. Into Shea. Keep that ball moving. That's over hit and it's gone for a goal kick. If ever there was a time to be resilient now. Now is the time. I'll make it 5 minutes to play. 2-1 up. It's perhaps not been the spectacle that some might have expected. As Shea just catapults himself over the top of the player. Oh, neat footwork there from Ryan. A nice little clip ball, but it's not found anyone. He wins the ball back though. But it's once again been lost and Queen's Park Rangers come forward on this far side. Ratcliffe. Heron. Clip ball in, that's nice. Luke Daybell lays it off and says, here you are Scott, go for it mate. He lays it back inside. There's Lewis Heron. Puts it out wide to Josh Price. Can he get it under? No. Throw in to Calverton. Bridgeford won't mind this. Deep in opposition territory. Keep them boxed in. Nothing silly. We'll take the 3 points and go and enjoy some fireworks and toffee apples. Josh Price loses out in the air. Lump forward, one to deal with. Facing your own goal. Nothing silly then, Scott. He sends it up into the air. Ball requested. He's quite choosy about his balls though. Sanyo is about to deliver it back. George, the assistant lino, screaming, he don't like that ball. I think it was just he didn't like George's pass. He's having a good feel of the ball. He says it's okay this time. Crack on. He just wants to get home. He wants a bit of bonfire toffee. He wants to get home. round a bonfire, take his 32 quid and off he goes. Happy days. He's had a good game, the ref. I think he's had a very good game actually. Throw into Bridgeford. Very deep in their own half, but there's not the high press. Ah, is it a free kick? It might actually be a free kick, sorry. It is a free kick. Ball placed down. 3 minutes to go. I just heard from the pitch. Ah, it is a throw in. Throw in on the far side then. Launch forward from Ratcliffe. Headed and picked up again by Ratcliffe, who sent the ball forward. Handball from number 2 at the appeals, and it looked like it from here. That's a lovely ball from their number 2. Scott Ellishaw reads it well though. He's gone into the centre back position. I didn't pick up on that change earlier. I perhaps should have done, but Scott Ellishaw's gone into the back line by the looks of it. It looks like they've gone 3 at the back. Or have they? I'm not 100% sure. Maybe Luke Daybell's come into the midfield. Sam playing in that advanced position now. You can tell by the way he's pressed that from left back. Luke Daybell covers that, sends the ball out. There was venom in that clearance. It looks like I'm going to have to go and fetch this ball, which I will do. To be fair, I can see what the ref meant. It has got a bit of a flatness to it, that ball. Ball launched down the line. Well done from Lewis Daybell. Can he see that all the way out? He can. They've ended up in a heap. And it's Ibrahimovic who's picks himself up. Good stuff. This one is going to go long. Of that, I am pretty sure. All of Bridgeford now making their way past the halfway line almost. George's kick has to be good. It is good. It's down the middle. The first ball hasn't been won, but the second ball is picked up by Jerome, who's lost out, and perhaps that's that sharpness, but end of the day, he got the team back in the game, he scored his goal, and he's won the ball back there. Oh, that's lovely from Sam, who's jinked it onto his left foot. He's going for that highlight reel. He's still got it. He cuts his hand up to his right. Oh, he's placed it over the bar. Well, he's made the highlight reel. Half of it for the right reasons, the second half for the wrong reasons. And it's lumped forward. No time to rest for Bridgeford. They need to see this game out. Josh Price has it. There's a head injury, so the referee's called a stop to the game. Is it a free kick? This might be a one last chance for Reading. Sam screaming to the sideline, I told you I don't shoot. And by what we just saw there, we can see why. Now, it was on his weak foot. I believe he's left-footed, so we'll give him the benefit of the doubt there. And I think he's had a very solid game, actually, at left-back. Hunt forward. Struck by their number 11. Charged down by Lewis Heron, who's had a very good game as well. Little reverse ball over the top of the line, who's got his flag up, and no one's actually challenged for the ball, so I'm not really sure what he's got his flag up for. He just said, I don't speak English. What are you on about? I don't speak English, mate. I don't understand. Love it. Proper lino. Oh, a little turn over the corner from their number 6. Bridgeford are going to have to deal with this because their number 17, who's now playing a centre forward role, making himself a nuisance, has made himself. That's a neat little turn, and that is a free kick in a dangerous area. That is a free kick in a dangerous area, and this needs to be dealt with. George Sampson comes out and instructs his wall to get in line, pointing at the wall, organising them. A real chance for Calverton here. There's no way he's doing anything other than shooting here. George Sampson still organising his wall. Bellowing out instructions to them. Now he gets set. He's in the centre of the goal. The strike comes in. It's well blocked and well dealt with by the wall. The wall does its job. I'm not sure who got the touch, but that could be enough to see all 3 points go to Bridgeford. Oh, neat footwork from Josh Ratcliffe, who knocks it down the line. And there is the final whistle. Bridgeford hold on, and it's 2-1. The scoreline is finished. On the balance of play, I would say that's a deserved victory. But coming in against bottom of the league and playing like that, I suppose you can only beat what's in front of you. But they will need to up their game in the games ahead. All in all, job done for Bridgeford. The scoreline finishes West Bridgford 2, Calverton Minors Welfare 1.